Hello and welcome to, I don't know that I can actually pronounce it, let's have a look. Is there any way, do you know, it's weird, isn't it, with this? Neepers, I'll try and do a better job next time we come on the map. I will, we might do this again. Beautiful map, it really is, gorgeous. It was that drew me to it. I wanted a couple of small maps, and this looked small but also beautiful. So yeah, new farmer starts. Let's show you that I've never been on it before, and I haven't, not even to have a scout around on even another map. This is the very first time I've been on the map for sort of less than 1 minute. Yeah, our settings are, well, we're going to change that because we don't want it to be on easy. We don't want any of that either. We want it to be on normal, and we're going to knock this up to periodic play. Yeah, everything on as if it was hard. Dirt, we're going to go slow because it really does nothing. We're going to stick that to normal, and we're going to stick all of these on off, so that everything is if it is on either normal or, yeah. I'm going to slow the intervals. I'm trying to do this at 100% as Giants intended, but it is hurting me. It really is. But I am slowing it down, so there is a, yeah, it is definitely better than it was. Right. So then, new farmer start. What do we get and where are we? Yeah, let's look where we are first. I think that makes more sense than anything else. Course they will, yeah, I always forget about looking around with the settings. So then we have 72, 17 and 20 and 5. Oh, this is quite amazing. I used to not be a massive fan of oats, I've got to be honest. It really is a cracking thing. It's a quick harvest. And it looks like I'm not the only one. We have 3 fields. Are they? Yeah, and they're all growing. So yeah, we've got 3 fields of oats already planted. Now, would look like small fields. I don't think they're really large. In fact, the map is small, which is the only reason I'm on it now. I can't manage my big maps at the minute. I'm trying to, yeah, but also doing one. I've got Balkanska, and I've literally on that all the time. And I do like to have the sort of thing of going from one to the other. I presume this is our. It is. Does that mean this is our house? Right, let's have a look. Where are we? Where is this? Where are we? 76. Is that blue as well? So we actually do literally own that house. Wow, that's quite amazing. So we've could sell it for €768. Okay. Right, I haven't looked in the sales, obviously. I literally start the cameras as soon as we, yeah, right hand side European. Or we will see what we're going to do, whether we're going to stick exactly with. I've never been a massive fan of this particular truck ever. Yeah, I know a lot of people do sort of have it and all the rest of it. So then, I think we're going the right way. It is glorious. It really is beautiful. Now, are we going the right way? Wow, it might be small in a way, but it's not small in another way. Okay, let's not cut across. So this road's a bit of a windy road. There's a campsite over there on the right, and watch where you're going. Yeah, it was out. I did look at this a few days ago, again for small map, smallish fields that you could cope with. Not massive. It's not my American Ohio Richlands where everything's big, and it's certainly not Avon Valley, as that's gone massive now. We've just literally blown $1 million on equipment. So we've gone from like being struggling to having lots and lots of equipment. Oh wow, that's a bit. Now then, where do we go from here? We do take a right. Zoom in a little. I think there are collectibles on this, which, being a new farmer, we shall see. Because yeah, if I hate the 3 meter stuff, and I know I really don't know what it is. I don't mind 4 meter. Just 3 meter just seems to be. I think it's no man's land. I've got some really horrible. What on earth was that? Horrible memory of no man's land with the 3 meter equipment. Ah, we've come to one of our fields on the right. Yeah, I have. I literally spent hours with the 3 meter that you get, which was, the tractor was underpowered, and there was wheel slip constantly. It really was quite awful, and I think it's terrorised me, if I'm honest. Right, so what we have got precision farming enabled as well, which I don't go anywhere without that, except for Balkanska. It's the only map I have ever allowed an exception. Right, is there any... Yeah, where do we go from here? We just take a right at the next turn. Let's watch what we're doing though. Don't want to be bumping into anybody, and we also ought to be indicating, I would say, if we're trying to play realistically. Although, why? But that's the thing, you don't know if anyone's behind you. I know you would if you were in the car, because you can look in your mirror, but we don't have that luxury. Well, at least not from externally anyway. So there, that's the quickest way to get to our field. This is the furthest one, I think. Let's take a look at the farmyard and everything. I believe there's a biogas plant as well. I think everything could be sold, I believe. I do like the open plan of... It's big, even if it's small, if that makes any sense at all. We are approaching our farmyard now. Fantastic. I believe we need to take a right again. Yeah, so our main fields are over here. And I may well... I do admit that I do like farms that are collected. I know why people do it, they want to go and wander around the map, but I find, yeah, efficiency is my main goal. So this to the left of us, and then there was one over the right hand side as well, the left hand side as we just looked across the field. So then we need to be going indicating right, I believe. And I do think this is our own little road. Right. Oh, my favourite trailers. My favourite trailers. Oh, Rossamash. I cannot escape the Rossamash. Balkanska, they have a Rossamash, and I do like them. I have no problem with them at all. No, they're a good... Again, No Man's Land, but that was a good feeling, No Man's Land on that was. Oh, we have a class. The Orion. Is this the small Orion? I think it is it? No, this is the bigger one. And a beautiful Fendt. Fendt is one of my favourite manufacturers, really. Yeah, it's a Rolls Royce. It looks like we've got fuel. Or is that milk? I cannot tell. It is liquid fertiliser. It's neither. We have one of the... Is it the Obi-Wan? Oh, it's a Meridian. 200 million? Whoa! Is it multi-fruits? Doesn't say. No, we'll have to try and stick some fertiliser or something in. We have cows instantly, and we appear to have cows. Yes, and they're fed. That is the good news. So we are going to have to... yeah, let's have a look at the sheds. Let's have a wander around the yard. Sometimes this answers many questions without having to go in any menus. We have a clamp as well. Well, we've seen two tractors. That's one thing we have seen. A massive clamp. So yeah, I'm going to go to that extent with what we've been given. Yeah, I am really. Now then, what's this? But that doesn't mean to say that I'm going to stick with the original equipment. Oh, beautiful shed. Oh, a shed that you aren't allowed in. Okay, bale and pack. It's like the object storage, but for bales, right? I'm with you. I've caught up. Yeah, I'm totally with you now. I get it. Yeah, I've caught up. Finally. Right? Did we? No, we didn't see inside this. So that looks like it's at the front. We'll have a look at the animals in a minute. Just want to get a grip of this without going into too many menus. And should we go through the pedestrian gate? Because I think this is an opener. It is. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, we may well get rid of some of these. I'm really not a massive fan. I don't mind that. I really don't. So it looks like we're going loose. We're not baling. We have a Tinsy Wincy mower, the Set Nussle, which I've got no problem with that. We have got I think we've got a seeder and a planter. Or is that? Is that a seeder and a planter? Was that two seeders? There is only one way to find out. Let's have a look in our menu that we said we weren't going to go into. So we've got a mixer wagon as well. Small one. Yeah, a cultivator car. Any shake-up I'm going to do now, because I'm not a massive fan of some of these. We'll see what's in the sales. Is seeders. It's a planter as well. The only reason I do this straight away is 4.5 metres is reasonable. I'm actually quite happy with that. I am, and it's only a small horsepower It does fertilise as well. I quite like that. So pallets, fillable metal box, 5,000 litres. Wow, amazing. Yeah, that is new to me, but I like that. And cedars. Is this a 4 metre? I can put up with a 4 metre. I'm just not a massive fan of the threes. We're going to stick with everything, and it also does fertilise. Is it no-till? I don't think so. But is it one of those cedars that comes with a power harrow as well? Possibly. Yeah, it probably is. The amount of times I sell them and actually realise that it was... Yeah. So that planter... Okay, we have one of those support things. A weight to help it on the ground and improve its balance. Oh, no, I'm not trying to sell it at all. Right, so we have got a Vario, 188 horsepower. Oh, it was one of the two. It is the Orion that I'm used to. Yeah, the one that goes to max up to 210. That's one of my favourite tractors. Not worth its full value, I don't think, but I'm not thinking for 1 minute of selling them. I'm really not. Now that I am, and I'm not going to faff around. You know, if we're going to do this type of thing, we're literally going to do this from the menu, and it's my fault. Cultivator, likewise. Oh, that might actually go with. Yes, I would say that goes with the planter, and that the plough we're going to get rid of. I'm going to go for a different kind of plough. Power harrow is for that. Pallets, mowers. No, we're keeping the mower. I may well get a back mower as well, because I think with us having, we'll keep the trailers. I've got used to the Welgers. I'm not a fan, not a massive fan, but they have the thing that you can also convert them to bale trailers, which at the beginning is very, very useful. Weights. It's a 1.8 ton. It's got a hitch as well. I don't see why. No, I always get rid of the weights and always have my own, but you know something. So we have only got 2 tractors. Keeping the harvester. I will be swapping out the pallet fork, and probably, we obviously have a front loader, but I'm going to go for something special. So that means, yeah, anybody who's watched any of my Let's Plays knows at the minute I'm using the AGI pack for a bit more realism, so I'm swapping that out straight away, and I admit it's, is that the 16 tonner? It is. Cultivators, animals, I think that's everything. Header, trailers, weights, yeah, that is everything. So we've got a team of 2 tractors. I like to keep my doors open. I know in real life I would shut them, but I just like easy access. I love the amount of sheds we've got. I've got to be honest, I'm quite impressed with this. So the first thing we need to do is, and which one of you? I would say the Orion. Yeah, you have a front loader. Yeah. Oh, actually you both do. We've both got the consoles, so right, okay, smashing. Animals, let's have a quick look at the animals, and then we're going to look at the sales. It looked to me very much like the animals had been fed, but then that could be deceptive. Right, so we have 20 cows, so we need to get these fed as soon as we possibly can. Do they need water as well? Let's go and have a look. Is this... I do like the ones where, because I've got to be honest, I mean, I'm from England. Every single set of cows I've ever seen in England have always got those self-filling water tubs, where the farmers have got a ball cock that fills the water. I mean, obviously they check to make sure that they're working, but oh wow, someone's left the door open, so I think we'll shut that. We'll have a look. Aha. Does this tell us milk, food, health? So no, the water is definitely, yeah. Now, have we got anything in the silo? Have we been given a leg up, or have we been thrown under a bus? We have diesel. We have at least got fuel. It looks very much like. Now, it may be that I've got to be totally honest that this is, I've got the start from spring mod on. This is supposed to start in August, which may well be that you were supposed to harvest, get your straw, get all those type of stuff, although all of these oats aren't really going to very much help feed cows. The straw would help bed them down. So I think I saw this was totally empty. I did. Right, okay. So then we do need to definitely sort this out. Let's open the other door. I just want to have a quick look. Is it a straight through? Oh no, it's not. It is one that's Right, okay, so we need to do the animals straight away, or we will have starving animals on our hands. We have those fillable metal boxes, which has intrigued me. Right, so then let's go, and we first of all want to replace the front loader, definitely, before I forget what we've just got rid of, and move on and spend the money that we've just got from this. So the AGM, and it's either, so I'm going to go Hauer, but we're going to change the colour. We're going to customise this. Now, they're both green, so we're going to literally do neutral green, I think, in the middle of the two. And we're not going to do the chrome that I normally do. We're going to stick to a normal green. Yeah, for once I'm not going to go chrome. For once, yeah. Right, now we need to go the front loader tool, and we will need a bucket as well, but that I'm going for the Samurai. Yeah, I wouldn't go anywhere without it. It is an amazing tool. That is a jack of all trades, truthfully. And AGM, we should save that colour, should be saved now. Now, I know some of this is a little bit predictable. There are some mods that you just take from Let's Play to Let's Play, and this is probably one that has now become that. And this colour mod is amazing as well, really is. Right, so we want the Samurai. As I said, that is something I won't go without. No, I don't think we've got anything like fertiliser spreaders and stuff like that, so we're going to check in the sales. Yeah, I really should have checked the sales first. Could have been things that we're buying now. Beat Ninja. Right, okay, it looks like the Beat Ninjas struck it. 29.5, the tipper. Oh, it's a tipper. For a 29 tonner. 19,000. No, I can actually do better than that. That's good, and that's the net wrap. But we've got a clamp, so we don't want that. And we've got loose, so none of that is of any use to us whatsoever at all. So we're lucky, we're saved by that. So then, miscellaneous, we are going to need to scan the fields. I'm going to buy, oh no, not that, yeah, we have tanks fitted in the, why did I call out miscellaneous? We have tanks fitted in all of our things, wink wink. We're not going to lose bale, so we don't need the bale pusher. We do need to scan the fields, and we do need the Samurai. Yeah, one of these times I must try these other ones. 2200. That's why it still is a bucket that you can do it, and a transport box, but it is yeah, not quite as we're used to. Yeah, this is like a 3.5 ton, slightly more than 3.5 ton bucket. Now we're going to need a water. Oh no, we're not going to need a water thing. Yeah, we're not going for the standard Scout. We're going for the extended one. I always go for the 65 because its range is good but not silly. Now we're also going to go. Yeah, we're going to customise. Going to go for that same green because it matches the two tractors, and we're going to do the cover, customise, and this we are going to do red and green. No. Yeah, actually, gold and green go quite nicely together. Yes. Now we still need to get the Samurai. Yeah, attach type from loader. Do wish you could colour this, even though it's the Rosensteiner colours, isn't it? Now I'm just going to go down here and just check. There is nothing else. We've got the bucket, we've got that. Weights. I think we're probably going to need another weight. We are going to need, yes, I think it's in trailers, or is it in animals? I always get mixed up with this. It's not quite stuck with me yet. Yeah, I'm going to go for the TARDIS. We don't need it. We keep saying this. We don't need it. Will you stop with it? Right. Are we going to go for a? Yeah. Let's look at the rest of our equipment. I didn't see anything to do with fertilising. We've got the scanner now. We have a bucket. We have a pallet fork. We have a seeder planter. We don't have any stuff. Oh, I think we're going to go loose on this, and we're going to get from the store rather than go for the. Yeah, I've done a couple of Let's Plays now with the multi. Oh, I did want to try some of the buy points actually. just to see if they're viable, if they've got bonuses, or whether they're just a base game and it's just convenience of it being on your doorstep, or whether it's more expensive. So we have got trailers that will sort of do for a while. We do need a fertilizer, and do we need to do it straight away? I think we do. Yeah, we're going to buy that definitely straight away. What are we going to go with? I don't know. I've tweaked quite a few mods. I had a bit of a clean up this particular today. So no, we're not going for that. 10 meter. No, that's way too small. Ah, that's the one. Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna. This is a mod off from the actual map itself, and it's 25,000. 24, 42. It's the storage. That's a little bit. I almost bought this a couple of Let's Plays away. I think we're going to go for my. No, we could go bigger actually. Do we start with this one, which is a really good starter, and build up, because it's a fairly it says 28 meters, but of course we never reads that as that. I'm going to go max 950. I'm going to change the colour though, and this I am going to make look pretty with Craig. I'd actually quite like that. And the design colour, I think we're going to go. Yes, I like that. 3,482. Yes, cheap and cheerful. We're not trying to waste. We did talk about a back mower. I'm probably going to stick to the Sepp Nussel. Or no, I don't think it was actually. It's I'll show you. It's the Poitingers. I think I'm saying that right. Yeah, these ones here. Yeah, the 3.5. So we're not going massive. I think that is the biggest of them all, isn't it? 8,500. Again, I am going different to what I normally do. I'm going to go for that one. And green logo, swath plate, yes. Tank and weight set balls. And we're going to stick to the standard colours, 70 horsepower. So we're not going to be. Yeah, we're definitely going to be good for that. Fantastic. So we have increased our width of our mowers. We now have our mowers. We now have a 2.45, nearly 6 meters. We're much smaller than I'm used to doing, really. But yeah, we've done it. Have we? Right, we need to be getting on with animals. We've got a mixer wagon. We're going to go to the. Yeah, we're going to need some sort of. Yeah. Wow. We've not bought anything like cultivators or anything. Although no, we don't really need it, do we? We've got built-in. We didn't sell those. It was only the plough that we've sold, and we have the cultivator mod. So right, which one have you used? I would say you both. But now there's sometimes this faster. Yeah, by a mile an hour, I think. Right, so we're going to go up to the shop, and we're going to. Yeah, we need a trailer, that is one thing. No, you can actually reconfigure the welgers to begin with. We're not going to spend unnecessarily, I think. Why have we been given bale storage if we've been gone loose? I suppose it's giving us options, but yeah, I'm trying to be good and not disobey the map creator too much by going my own way. I do like to tweak things a little. I love that. I like that detail on the top. The tyres, that's amazing. Very big clamp. So, have we not got a grass field, have we? Or have we? Didn't pay enough attention when we were looking. I'm sure everything was. Yeah. We have 3 fields and no grass. We do have. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, there's some buildings outside. Let's have a look. If I don't mind, it wouldn't be the first time I've gone grass cutting. Although this looks like more like scrub than it does. Yeah, there's not a lot. I think this is ours though. No, it's not. We're the other side of this. Right, okay, so we have a little tiny bit of grass here, which is really, when we've got to feed cows, hungry cows, isn't really going to be enough. So then we first need to rectify, is there any fields close by where we're going to have to unfortunately get into debt straight away? Yeah, I'm tempted to sell the silo to bring in some money, but I'm not going to go to those type of lengths. I always think it's desperation type moves that, and I'd like, yeah, if we're going to do it, it would be at the front, but I hope it's multi-fruit. That's the one thing I am going to say. But let's have a look. That's not. We're not going to see anything there. Have we got a field that we can? Yeah. Let's also look. We want to look at to see if oh, everything's sown. Whoa. Now I tried to cultivate a field out, and it didn't allow me to cultivate it. Yeah, as in, and also oversow as well. So I'm not sure how we're going to get out of this. This is a little bit of a, yeah. Well, I think, to be honest, we'll have to buy some feed in. Is the bottom line of this. Now, where on earth is the shop? Ah, right. We need to take a left and then a left. Right. Yeah, we need to bind some TMR in. Is it this? Yes, it is. This is the way we came in, and this is the way we're going to go out. Right. So then, first order of business. And normally, this would be my rules of engagement. We will allow contracts. We're on normal economy. We will allow contracts, but I'll only do it if I'm absolutely desperate, because I like to focus on the farm, our farm, and the growth on the farm, and focus on that unless it's absolutely necessary that we've got to. Yeah, we've got to like do contracts, as in like because we're totally out of money and we need to try and get some fast. That's the only reason I ever do contracts, really. Or if it's a good way of raising money, we'll put it that way. No, are we going the right way? Yeah, no, we are. I think it's that building on the right hand side. Yeah, so this is not my normal thing, and it is true. We're at harvest time. I think the first thing we'd have to do is actually convert one of our fields straight to grass. Of course, I do realise this is one time when the start in spring mod has caused a bit of an issue for us, because yeah, the map maker's probably done this so we would harvest the oats. No, actually it wouldn't. Hang on 1 second. August. No, maybe the oats May. No, because it's the month of March and they're planted, so that means that this should come in July, but I don't know if they wither if they stay in for an extra month, so it may be that, yeah, you're still allowed when you come in that they're not withered. It might be a done deal, really, that's the way things are. Oh, I like the area. I do like this. Amazing. Right, where is where do we repair? I would say near the pallet fork. Right, let's not say. Let's do something about this. Right, let's have a look. Stick those on. Not to begin with. It's silly. Oh, it was there. I never heard the ting. I did think that, because I always look for the like oil spill type things that the map makers tend to stick for you to have a look in. Now, do we need? Now, we need. No, we're going to grab pallets. I think we're going to need a. We're going to need to grab some weights. Yeah, because I did sillily. I always like the pass-through wet anyway, so it's not going to hurt. I don't think we're going to need any more than that. So then, where is the shop? Is exactly where you'd think it would be. So, one thing I'm going to do, yeah, because I didn't find that trigger for that in a particularly, yeah, I can't guess that it's there, so I'm going to do something about that. And we're going to put a blob of paint, I think. I'm going to go cobbled. No, I'm going to do it as like a splash of muck. It's that might do something weird. Yeah, a splash of muck, just so as we know that that is where it is. Now this is exactly where you'd expect it to be, so I'm going to switch those off until we need them on for realism. Right, so then we need to buy some food for our animals. And we are going to stick to the Lortz packs, I think, because they are the best value. They're on pallets. Now then, we are going to grab, yeah, TMR. How much do we need? 20 cows? Now we're going to... No, we've got diesel. No, that we have got. I remember seeing it. Oh, well, I remember seeing the... Right, soybeans, sunflower, wheat. I didn't see... No, I don't think we... No, we're going to go straw. Yeah, we need to buy some straw as well. Definitely. Now this is not heavy. And we need TMR. Now we're going to need fertiliser. I would say so. I'm going to buy one for now. Mixed ration. Weight, yeah, because somebody left our weight down at the yeah, no, I'm gonna, this one's gonna be, I'm gonna go for the pass-through, but I'm also gonna go for the one, yeah, I usually go for the self-made, but if we're sticking to the class weight, we're gonna use that as our main weight, but we are gonna have the barrel with additional weight. I like this mod. We'll have it red because it's highly visible, and it does go with Fendt, the Fendt red wheels as well, so yes. We're also going to go for, I don't go anywhere without this, about the pass-through weight. It is amazing, it really is. To think I almost got rid of this when I didn't understand what it did. Right, smashing. So then, let's grab a little lot. And let's stick this little lot on. Let's hope that you were right. I'm sure that we both had the console. I did see. Ooh. Right. Now then, no, we have the, yeah, we do. Let's stick some of this also on the trailer as well. Ooh. Yeah, small tractors, remember. We did say this. Oh no. Yeah, but the bonnets, that's the bit that oh no! Wow! No, not quite. But then, yeah, let's just see. You need to put the forks on to see if this touches the floor or not. This is the only problem I've had with the AGM with bigger tractors. Yeah, it seems to, it's built really for small tractors. You can sort of get away with it. Yeah, no, that's well out. Yeah, it is. That's bad. Right, okay. Right, we need the weight, 2 weights in fact, and then we need to pack this up. I'm going to time lapse this because as you can see there is rather a lot to actually stick on this, on the trailers. Yeah, now the welders move quite a lot. Could have really done with bringing the other tractor. Yeah, we could. Oh, it's a good size, a 10-tonner. Fantastic. So really this should have a good, yeah, I'm going to have to unfortunately do the trick to go. And now if you use a standard one, unfortunately the knuckle goes, yeah, low, so I'm going to have to angle this down. It does cause issues, it really does. It goes in between the right, anyway, yes, what we're going to do about the equipment, we're going to side load this with the straps. We're going to strap this lot and stick them all on. do love this ability. Fantastic. Right, so we're going to need to come back far more than once, aren't we? Really, definitely. I suppose we can use the straps a little bit more. Whoa, this is what I find with these, they're so tiny. We really haven't really got the money to be dashing out and buying anything else. Ah. Well done. Well done. That's what you get for trying to get too much on a trailer. Oh, and you know what's going to happen now? I'm going to grab the trailer because I'm going to go sideways. Yes, I am. It's true. Yeah, it goes in the direction that your blades are facing, so... yeah, I'm going to say we could stick this on the front. We could roll the trailers out in a little while. Yeah, they don't like putting things inside things on the game. So that's small. Yeah, I've tried that on... which one was it? It was a little map, but I... in the end, there was something I fell in love with... typical, I can't think of its name right now. Because I'm trying to concentrate. Yeah, one thing at a time. Let's just concentrate on this. Right, anyway, I believe I said I was going to time lapse this, so I am. I'm going to say my words. I'm going to see you guys and gals on the other side. Right, yeah, that's that was not without incident, shall we say. So to be taking a left. Now I did it this way because it's going to be hanging over the right hand side of the road. We're right hand drive, so I did this on purpose. It was with thought, because we're not going to be going over into the opposite side of the road, and hopefully the traffic will carry on. We may, of course, hit the odd tree on the right hand side, which that's not something that was really in the equation when I did this. Yeah, that was not without incident. It was that was not fun. No, still we managed. Yeah, we overcame. This was a bit of a blow, really, to be doing this straight away, really, to feed the animals. Don't get me wrong. That's not a criticism. The bottom line is, to start with 20 animals is massive. It really is a very excellent thing, which I'm very grateful for, truthfully. Right, so then we need to be... Now then, let's not hit the sign. Oh, that was close. I think that was more by the fact it didn't have... Now that is us on the right, I believe. Yeah, I don't know what we're going to do. Unless, do we go around the edges of our own fields? Are we allowed to? And that's not a bad thing. That could be possibly why we only had that front little mower. I suppose that could be a little bit of a giveaway on why we only had that. But yeah, we'll do both, I think. Oh, windrower. That's probably another reason on why we only had that little mower, because the pickup and the mower are about the same, I would say. Right, yeah, this is true. Because now we're going to need one anyway for the straw, and there is a fantastic Rossel mash that I do fall back on in situations like this when you've really got no money. It really is. Yeah, this is exactly what that mod was made for. This particular type of thing, when your back's against a wall and you've got. I mean, I know we started with 100,000, but I always find that emergency money. Whoa, watch the tree. Indicate right. Yeah, I thought what I'd like to do is end this on feeding the animals. That's why I've wanted to get this done. I don't normally do work straight away, but you can't leave your animals without food, can you? So right, let's have a look. So, and straw, of course. Yeah. Right, so I need to be dropping the back. Yeah, let's unclip everything though. Yeah, and I wasn't expecting the fertiliser to do that, although I have seen that before. Let's stick the... mower. Sorry, apologies. I was trying to think of the manufacturer. It's Poitinger, isn't it? It is, I think. The Nova disc. Right. Indicator is still on. Yeah, you can see why I do love this. It is quite amazing. It truly is. Right. So then, do we need... yeah, we don't need to refuel really. Right. So 20 tons of each. Now then, where do we... this is... Yeah, let's switch the... Let's assist ourselves for this first time. It doesn't usually take me long to learn that type of thing, where we need to go for with the food. I would have thought was obviously down the side. Sometimes the straw is, and sometimes the straw is in a completely different place. Now I would have thought that it may just appear here. We are losing. We lost some TMR. Why did we lose 21 litres? Now I'd imagine, perfect. Swivel axle. Going in there, reversing out with that? I don't think so. I really, no, actually I suppose. Need to do that. Now then, that is the point. Will the mixing wagon actually... Right, we need to be getting rid of both of those weights. We need to be grabbing the mixer wagon. Now, what is in there? What is in there? I didn't notice that before, but I have now. I suppose I noticed it because there's a big white blob here. So, it doesn't tell us what is in here though. Food? if we approached it with a oh, we've not got a. I suppose actually that is a point. We could try that. It could well be that it could be the milk. I would say the most likely thing is the milk, if I'm honest. Right, let's crack on with what I was saying. Yeah, not make a meal of this. Let's see if the mixing wagon we can load. It's TMR. It's pure TMR, isn't it? I don't think it's gonna. It probably would load the straw. Oh, they did think about it. I did think it odd. I've never known any map maker yet not to give you a little bit of a hand up with the food. You see, I should have investigated a little bit more, and of course it won't show in your records because it's not actually stored anywhere other than in your equipment. So that is amazing. So there we go, panicking over nothing. We're still, it's not a waste, it's not going to last forever, and we have still got this issue of, yeah, the cows are having a frolic. It's a bit of a slow unload, that. Now then, let's have a look. Straw. Now, will this... That's TMR. Let's go near the front and see if we can put straw in. Ah, it's taking the TMR. Oh well. That surprises me that it would take the TMR. If it was silage, I'd understand, but why would it take fully mixed? Unless it did. Ah, no, I suppose now people use it for storing and to offload. It is a special trailer and it's obviously not a swivel axle, so I suppose no, it makes sense really. Yeah, it does. Right, smash it. So, well, we should be able to also, though, when there's none of that left, grab the. What is the capacity of our cows? Oh, that's not what I meant to do, but it'll do, it will do. So then, food, 12 out of 50 tonnes, right. So, oh, and what age are our cows? Oh, I didn't really pay enough attention to this, I just looked at 20. I'm a terror for just, yeah. They are heifers, so that means that, yeah, 12 months old. Yeah, I bought some of these on Balkanska, that's the name of the map I couldn't think of earlier. It is. Right, let's put 12 tonnes in and then we shall see. Yeah, well, this is the last job we're doing, so let's do it well. Right. It's a very odd amount, 11,900. Now then, let's see how good you are at reversing into a narrow opening. Oh no, I've oversteered. I know that straight away. I know when I've lost it. Yeah, not awful. It's not that easy, but yeah. Now that was not so good. Right, fantastic. So let's see. That's going to mean we're going to need to grab. Yeah, will it do the straw? It should do the straw really. It does normally, but I suppose the one thing we could do is really we've done. We'll unload this. We'll drop the mixing wagon. We'll pull it out though, because I'm not sure how. Yeah, I think if we take some straw down there, we'll be fine. It's true. Let's have a quick. We haven't scanned the fields, so you're not going to see anything at the minute. You're not going to see any fertilising levels or anything. So that's what we're going to do next session. And also, the Orion. Yes, it can have narrows. Yeah. I'm trying to play realistically that I don't go on fields without narrows and things like that, unless I haven't got a tractor, because it's not the first time on a Let's Play that you have actually, that I've had no tractor with narrows. Sometimes it happens. Right, so then let's grab some straw. Let's grab a couple. Yes, I nearly had them shake off it. That was a little bit of a moment. That was not nice. Yeah, they were really doing the shaky bit and were about to fling themselves off the map. Which, yeah, It's not nice. Alright, so height. This is what I find hard. Oh, not a bad guess actually. Oh. Yeah, it's doing weird things. And that's not what I think that's what it is when the mods sort of play up. Right, let's see, is the straw in here as well? I would say that's milk, looking at the white colour of the thing. Now then this is gonna be yeah, I was gonna say this is gonna be quite difficult because we're quite long. We need to take quite a wide swing at this. And hover this over. It doesn't seem to like it if you go low. At least with the straw, it seems to you have to hover it. Don't know if it straps. Let's have a look. It should start to take. If this, of course, is where we're supposed to drop the straw. It might be one of those. There is some way you need to do the mixer thing, isn't it? Where the throwers, but normally that would be, yeah, let's just drop them down for 1 minute. No, I really don't think it's anything to do with that. Let's just go all the way down. No. Well, you've got to find these secrets out. You really have. Ah, that's the point. That was open, was it not, when we first came? Is it a matter of dangling this in there? We need to get a straight run up on this as well, because we are very long. Read it, but cool. Yeah, I'm colliding on something that's not quite there. That looks like the place. Oh, no, it's just... No, that's not going. Right, this is something that we're going to have to discover next time. It's not the end of the world that this straw isn't there. Strange though, perhaps it only accepts loose and perhaps we need to... I suppose that's the way we could do this, is to... We do need to put a toolbox in, and it will be the toolbox that is so central location. We could... No, we're going to do it next session. No, they're not going anywhere. We've got 92,725. We have got the edge of our fields to cut the grass. Yeah, desperate times call for desperate measures. I think next, as I say, yes, looking at this, I think the land price is looking at what we saw across the road. But we'll buy that later on if we have got the money. I always find this is 22 as well. 36,000, yeah. So these aren't too bad. Oh wow, sandy loam. That's not good. Sandy loam. Oh, terrible. I do like the way it lets you do this. Oh, yeah, so this clump here isn't bad. No loam, only loam so far. We haven't checked our fields, because it will let you do that on your fields, even if you haven't scanned them. Oh, wow. Our fields are quite awful, in truthfulness. That's not bad. Oh, it's, yeah, oh, haha, field 6 and field 7. We will be buying those. We're obviously going to keep what we've got, because we've got a crop in them that's 6 and 7, not too far away from us. We will be buying, definitely. Yeah, which isn't that strange that 5 is so right next to them. That's bad. Oh, that's nice. Field 12, that's worth a lot of money. Oh, so this section here of the map seems to be quite nice. It does. Yeah, we've hit the mother lode, so it's down there across the other side of the road. We will be making most use of this. I've got to be honest, the bonuses from this type of thing are quite phenomenal. Now they're behind us. Ah, I believe there's a track going there. Yes, they're even closer. So 8, 9 and 7 and 6 are 10. Yeah, likewise, we found the mother lode. We have. So we will be selling our fields later on in the year. Do we do that now? What is in those fields first? If we're going to do that, I did say any swapperoonies would be done at the beginning, really. We could do that. It's a good. There's no further. Like, all I'm thinking, I'm only doing it for one reason. That's because you have to scan your field. Oh my life, yeah, but that's. Oh no. Yeah, we'll do it after harvest. This cotton, not leasing a cotton harvester for that tiny little field. Now 7 and 8 are all right, but they're again sugar beets and I think potatoes. So no, we'll stick with what we've got. We will for this year, but we will be doing it. So we'll be scanning the fields next session, and we'll be keeping what we've got for now. We'll be sort of trying to find out the mystery of the straw. We will. But for now, I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope you're going to stick with me on this journey. And I'm going to say goodbye for now.